This is difficult to write as much as is it difficult to say in person, especially now that I'm dead. I am lifeless, breathless, emotionless. But before I died, I was the liveliest and loveliest girl in my circle of friends. I could give them advices about life and even about love, although I didn't have a serious relationship before. Boys were never part of the equation in my pursuit of happiness, and I knew I shouldn't trust any of them. But there was a time when I considered giving my heart to this one man. We met at the club one cold November night. It was the beginning of more dates to come. He always brought with him his camera. He was always taking videos and pictures of me in my Sunday dress, under the shade of a tree, laughing, dancing, and eating. Just anything and everything random. He loved taking photographs of me, that was for sure. Our memories are wonderful things, he said. But sometimes it's even more wonderful if we can capture our memories in a picture, just to assure ourselves that they truly happened, that they were not just a figment of our imagination or our dreams. He was dedicated to his passion. I sensed that. I never loved a man like I loved him. I never opened my heart to anyone, afraid that it would only get broken and I would have to mend it piece by piece alone. But he proved me wrong. There was a time when I opened his bag and found a box full of what seemed to be pictures of different people in different places. But what touched me the most was that it was full of pictures of me. There were almost 100 different candid shots, and there were subtitles written at the bottom of each picture. At that time, it was the sweetest thing a man did to me, although I wasn't aware of it until that moment. It was August, and it was the worst month of my life because I woke up on my bed with him gone. I knew I expected this to happen, but I never believed in the thought of him leaving me. The whole month he was missing. I didn't know what to do. I had to call my friends and ask them to rescue me from my distress. He left me with no note, and it was the most difficult time of my life. He came back in September. He said he was away for a photography seminar and he didn't have the time to leave a note because it was urgent. I was never more relieved. He was still mine. We were still together. We spent our nights in my apartment, and I knew my happiness was never going to end. You have a way of staying unconventionally beautiful in pictures, he said to me one night. We were drunk, but he was still clutching his camera in his right hand. I didn't know that he wasn't drunk at all that night. He was only faking it. I didn't know he was obsessed with me enough to want to take my life so he could take a picture of my insides. He wanted to cut me open, pull my heart out and capture it with his camera. That night, I shouldn't have drunk. I should have told him in the news. I wanted to tell him since he left me in August, but it was too late. He wrung my neck and I caved in. I lost my breath and my heart stopped beating. But he didn't cut me open. He got guilty for killing me. It was just then, in my last moments alive, that I realized that the flat box inside his bag didn't contain pictures of strangers. They were pictures of all the girls he murdered. He kept my pictures separate from them because he believed I was more beautiful than the others, but just like them, he killed me. You're asking me why I'm telling you this now? Because my news was you. I was supposed to tell him I was having you. I was supposed to tell him that I was 2 weeks pregnant and that if you were a boy, I would name you after him. Eric, I'm telling you because I wanted you to know my mistakes. I wanted you to know that your father killed you. And I wanted you to know how your mother died. How I died. What I would do to bring back my life, to bring you back to the world. My Eric.